The lineup of VIA Gra, also known internationally as New Virgos, changed nearly 20 times over the course of the group's existence. The project officially came to an end in 2022 and dozens of bright, charismatic women passed through its ranks. Still, there is one lineup that fans almost universally call the Golden Era: Nadezhda Granovskaya, Vera Brezhneva, and Anna Sedakova. Originally, the project was conceived as a duo, and its provocative name, a reference to a pharmaceutical drug, was meant to reinforce the image of the group as a kind of fantasy pill for male audiences. And here's a fun fact: VIA Gra actually recorded English-language songs that many listeners outside Eastern Europe have never heard. But today, you're going to learn about them. In the early 2000s, female groups were dominating global pop charts. Acts like Destiny's Child, Sugar Babes, TLC, and Spice Girls were everywhere. These groups were all very different, but the sheer global impact of the Spice Girls inspired a Russian TV producer to create something new, a girl group that could captivate audiences across the entire post-Soviet space. Vocal ability mattered, of course, but charisma, sexuality, and stage presence mattered even more. After all, who would focus on vocal technique when the performers were visually stunning and effortlessly seductive? In September 2000, the group released its first music video, attempt number 5. By that point, the lineup had already changed once, but Nadezhda Granovskaya, the first member of the future Golden Trio, was already part of the group. In 2001, VIA Gra exploded in popularity across the post-Soviet world, collected awards, signed a contract with Sony Music, released their debut album in Russian, and embarked on a major tour. Songs like Bomb and Hug Me became massive hits. In 2002, Nadezhda became pregnant and temporarily left the group. 2 new members were brought in, a brunette replacement for Anna and a red-haired singer, Anna Sedakova. The golden lineup was still incomplete. Nadezhda was out, Anna was in. This version of the group appeared on the cover of Maxim magazine and starred in the video for Stop, Stop, Stop. Later, Nadezhda returned, resulting in a lineup with 2 future Golden Era members, Anna and Nadezhda. Interestingly, Stop, Stop, Stop also received an English-language version featuring Nadezhda. In 2003, another member left the group and was replaced by a blonde newcomer, Vera Brezhneva. That moment finally solidified the legendary trio, Vera, Nadezhda, and Anna. In 2004, this trio released a full English-language album titled Stop, Stop, Stop under the international name New Virgos. The album was released in Japan in 2003 and recorded in London. It even included a song in Japanese, I No Wanna. At that time, Russian producers were actively exploring international markets, especially Asia, inspired by the global success of t.A.T.u, and in my video about the group Cerebro, I already talked in detail about t.A.T.u's global breakthrough, particularly their massive success in Asia, and VIA Gra was no exception to this trend. Sony Music launched a large-scale promotional campaign across 14 Southeast Asian countries. Tracks like Good Morning Daddy, and Don't Ever Leave Me Love gained traction, and the album performed well commercially in Japan, Southeast Asia, and Scandinavia. Toward the end of 2003, rumors circulated that the group was planning to represent Russia at Eurovision Song Contest 2004. One member even joked that they would finally show how people who truly love each other should kiss, referencing the controversial performance of t.A.T.u at Eurovision 2003. Despite being at the peak of their popularity, VIA Gra ultimately never went to Eurovision. Before releasing their second English-language album, the group issued singles like I Don't Want a Man and Take You Back. By 2005, the lineup had changed yet again, leaving Vera Brezhneva as the only remaining member of the Golden Trio. Under the alternative name New Virgos, the group released the album L.M.L. The attempt to fully transform VIA Gra into an export-oriented international pop product ultimately failed. While songs like L.M.L, My Beloved, and Tell Me a Lie found listeners, much of the group's original charm was diluted in the process of adapting to different markets. This effectively marked the end of VIA Gra's international ambitions. The story then jumps to the final lineup: Uliana, Sania, and Sofia. Their names may not ring a bell for most listeners, but there was one important difference. For the first time, all 3 members had strong vocal training and musical backgrounds. This lineup lasted until 2022 and released only 4 Russian-language tracks: Ricochet, Anti-Geisha, a cover, Spring Water, and Mannequin. From 2008 onward, the group's popularity gradually declined. 7 years after their last major release, the project attempted to revive interest with a compilation album titled All the Best in One, featuring the group's most successful tracks. Officially, the group's activities ended, yet fans continue to debate whether VIA Gra is truly finished or simply on an extended hiatus. Over 22 years, the group was surrounded by rumors, scandals, and speculation about relationships between members and producers. It became one of the most desirable female pop projects in the region, a dream destination for aspiring performers, and an object of envy for many. In total, 20 women passed through VIA Gra, enough to form an entire football team. In theory, VIA Gra could still return someday with a new lineup and new hits. To continue the conversation about iconic Eastern European girl groups, I recommend checking out my video about Cerebro, widely known for the hit Mama Lover. And if you're interested in what happened after the breakup of t.A.T.u, there's also a separate video where I explore the solo careers of its former members.